Hello and welcome. Our world, in its vast and complex tapestry, is woven with threads of the known and the unknown. For millennia, humanity has strived to understand its past, to piece together the grand narrative of our existence. Yet, some mysteries remain. Our journey begins in a stretch of the North Atlantic Ocean, a place that has captured the human imagination with a chilling grip, its points touching Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico. The story often begins in 1945 with Flight 19, a squadron of 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers that disappeared during a routine training exercise. Their last communication spoke of disorientation, malfunctioning compasses, and a sky that seemed alien. Yet scientific inquiry offers a different perspective. Volatile weather and sudden storms can erase evidence. The ocean here plunges to great depths, and theories range from rogue waves to underwater methane eruptions. For now, the Bermuda Triangle remains where scientific theory and dark legend collide. We now turn from the open ocean to a mystery that lies beneath it, a name that resonates through the ages: Atlantis. First described by Plato over 2,000 years ago, it represents the ultimate lost world. Plato painted a vivid picture: a maritime, wealthy civilization beyond the Pillars of Hercules, swallowed by earthquakes and floods. It sank in a single terrible day and night of misfortune, he wrote. Explorers have scoured Santorini, Crete, the Caribbean, and Spain. No definitive proof has been found. Atlantis endures as a tantalizing whisper, philosophical allegory, or a sunken paradise. We travel now to the arid coastal plains of southern Peru, a landscape so dry it has preserved a mystery for nearly 2 millennia. Here, etched into the desert floor, are the Nazca lines, created by removing the reddish-brown pebble crust to reveal lighter ground beneath. Hundreds of figures, a hummingbird, a spider, a monkey, and a colossal condor stretching hundreds of feet, visible only from above. Theories: celestial calendar, pathways for rituals, maps to water, or offerings to gods, even fringe ancient astronaut ideas. Most likely the truth lies in Nazca culture and belief, a message to their gods now lost to time. Our journey takes us to the Giza Plateau in Egypt, home to the Great Sphinx. With the body of a lion and the head of a human, it has gazed eastwards for 4,500 years. But its face bears a conspicuous absence: the missing nose, a riddle that spawned many theories. The myth that Napoleon's troops shot it off is false. Sketches from 1755 already show the nose missing. A 15th century historian suggests a Sufi cleric, Muhammad Sa'im al-Dar, defaced the Sphinx in 1378 AD. Others point to slow wind and sand erosion over millennia. The Sphinx remains silent on its true history. The riddle endures. We now venture into the Judean desert. In 1947, a Bedouin shepherd tossed a rock into a cave and heard pottery shatter. Inside he found clay jars containing linen-wrapped scrolls sealed with bitumen for nearly 2,000 years. Excavations around Qumran produced thousands of fragments from over 900 manuscripts, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, they include biblical texts and writings outside the canon. Were they written by the Essenes at Qumran, or were they temple libraries hidden during the Roman siege? Scholars debate. The identity of the scribes and the scrolls' full significance remain an active, unfolding puzzle. A sacred puzzle still being pieced together. We travel to Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, Stonehenge, a monument haunting the British landscape for 5,000 years. A ring of massive stones, some weighing over 40 tons, moved and raised with astonishing skill. Stonehenge evolved over at least 1,500 years, from a circular ditch to timber posts, then stone arrival across generations. Bluestones came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, some 150 miles away, prompting transport debates, human haulage or water routes. The stones show sophisticated joints and solar alignment, marking solstices with breathtaking accuracy. Was it a temple, an astronomical observatory, a healing site, or a monument to ancestors? Evidence points to many possible uses. Its stones keep their counsel. Our quest leads to the vast steppes of Mongolia in search of a final resting place hidden for 800 years. Genghis Khan forged the largest contiguous land empire, yet in death he sought absolute anonymity. Legend: his burial was secret. Slaves buried him, then were killed. Soldiers who guarded them were then slain. The secret died with them. A river was diverted over the grave and a forest planted to erase the site. Modern searches face immense terrain and cultural resistance. Many Mongolians believe the tomb should not be disturbed. So the conqueror remains unconquered by archaeology, his resting place a guarded mystery. the secret endures. We return to Egypt. In 1922, Howard Carter discovered the nearly intact tomb of Tutankhamun, the boy king. Peering through a small hole, Carter was rendered speechless by the glint of gold. When Lord Carnarvon died months later, newspapers proclaimed a pharaoh's curse. Sensational tales followed. Accounts of strange coincidences, a power outage and a dog collapsing, fed the legend. Science suggests dormant bacteria or fungal spores sealed in the tomb may explain some illnesses. Statistical studies show survival rates of tomb entrants matched comparable groups, yet the curse endures in popular imagination, a captivating blend of wonder and myth. Our journey takes us to the jungles of Mesoamerica, home to the Maya, masters of mathematics and astronomy. Their long count calendar tracks vast spans of time. One cycle's end captured modern attention. On December 21, 2012, the 13th Baktun ended, widely misinterpreted as a prophecy of doom, fueling books, documentaries, and films. Mass media and pop culture amplified fears of planetary alignment and solar flares. For the Maya, it marked an era's end and a new beginning, celebrations and renewal, not apocalypse. The true mystery: how modern anxieties turned an ancient calendar into global obsession. The Maya recorded continuity, their legacy remains. For our final mystery, we travel to the Jesuit Church of St. James in Antwerp, a place of quiet contemplation with a macabre secret. High on a stone pillar near the altar is a distinct dark marking resembling a human handprint. Legend: a mason named Henry made a pact with the devil to speed construction, then was dragged to hell, leaving a black handprint as he reached out. The tale explains the hand-shaped scorch, a dramatic explanation for a mysterious stain. Conservators point to mineral deposits, water stains, or microbial growth as natural causes that create the hand-like shape. Yet locals pass the legend down. Cleaning attempts cannot remove it, and the mark remains. A lingering mark of love, ambition, and a haunting folktale. Our journey through the shadows of history has come to an end, but the mysteries themselves endure. What are your thoughts on these enduring mysteries? Share your theories and favorite puzzles in the comments below. If you wish to continue venturing into the world's most fascinating secrets, subscribe and join our community of curious minds.